Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Salatu wassalamu ala Rasulihil Amin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. We mentioned that there are many things that our non-Muslims tend to misunderstand, misperceive about our deen. If you see any problem in the world, you're talking about racism, poverty, inequality, discrimination between genders, gap between rich and poor. Looks, Islam must be the blame. Even some of the non-Muslim friends today blame Islam to be the cause of so-called genital mutilations. And that is, a woman is being mutilated because of some cultural practice. And there are still in the Western society view Islam as the source. Mistakenly, they don't know that the largest practice of female mutilation, genital mutilations, happen to be in Ethiopia, a Christian nation, majority Christian nation, but they practice genital mutilation. Yet, Islam is to be blamed. So Islam had been a point of accusations, had been accused with many wrong things. There is no freedom, there is no equality, there is no democracy, and poverty, all difficulties. Looks like Islam is to be blamed. Imagine how Islam had been accused to be a violent teaching, terrorism, 9/11 in America. One of that accusation, brothers and sisters, is that Islam tend to be accused as an intolerant teaching. There is no tolerance in Islam. And let me just tell you this. From all dimensions, from all sources, I can be proud saying there is no single teaching, again, either it is believed to be religion or non-religious, considered better than Islam in terms of tolerance. Religious tolerance, for example, what Islam says, La ikraha fi din, there is no compulsion in the religion. You cannot force anybody to enter into Islam. Yes, you can make da'wah, you can tell the people about Islam, but you cannot force anybody to be Muslims. Inna Allah yahdi man yasha. Allah guides whom He will. Lakum dinukum waliyadin, your faith is yours, mine is mine. Believe in your faith, I believe in my faith. Practice your faith, I practice my faith. La abudu ma ta'budun, I don't have to worship what you worship. It's very clear. We can be neighbors. We can smile at each other as human beings despite of different religious beliefs that we have. Look at that, tolerance. But let me just go back directly to the story of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and the Sahaba and the Khulafa until today, how Islam is so tolerant. When Rasulullah ﷺ was in Mecca, how he was so kind to everybody. How he was kind to a woman, that woman didn't know that this is Muhammad. And she accused him crazy, magician, majnoon, sahir, etc., etc. Muhammad ﷺ did not respond in a bad way. Muhammad smiled to her. When Rasulullah ﷺ moved to Medina, he became powerful, became the leader of the nation, became a king or president. Again, how the disbelievers mistreated him. They even tried to kill the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was always presenting himself as Rahmah lil Alameen, as a mercy to all humanity. But brothers and sisters, throughout of the history, Islam has spread to many parts of the world, to Europe. One of those historical mentions is about when Islam came to Asham, including Jerusalem. When Islam conquered Jerusalem, Jerusalem was the place where three big religions gathered together. You have Christian Romans under Romans' power, and then the Jewish at the time. But unfortunately, for a long time, the Jewish people had been expelled by the Christian Romans. And the Jewish temple, house of worship of the Jewish people, had been destroyed by the Romans governor, and the Romans, authority. And the Jewish people must leave Jerusalem. When Jerusalem fell into the hands of the Muslim, the governor didn't want to give the key except to the king of the Muslim. At that time, Umar Allahu Anhu was the second caliph. So Umar Allahu Anhu traveled from Medina al-Munawwar to Jerusalem. For what? To receive the key of the city. When he entered into the city, he went around for inspection. And one of the things that he found, that the Jewish temple had been destroyed and it's become a garbage place, trash. People throw trash in that place. Umar knew that this is a temple of the Jewish people. And he called the leaders of Jerusalem and he said, you have to clean this place. And from that moment, Umar Allahu Anhu announced to the Jewish people to come back to Jerusalem to worship. Now let me end with this, brothers and sisters, in terms of tolerance. When Islam was in power in Spain, many mosques, masajid were built. When Islam was in power the Christian was in power in the Middle East, many churches were built. My point here is this. If you go to Spain today, most of those mosques, masajid, have been turned into churches or nightclubs. But if you go to the Middle East, most of those churches remain churches. So my question, who is more tolerant here? So in talking about tolerance, Islam is unchallenged, and we are proud of that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us and strengthen us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.